Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Create Astral. Once again, well, kind of trying to still recover from last episode or the episode where we pretty much lost a whole bunch of things. I went back and, well, I did a few little bit more even of cleaning things up and making things the way we need it to be. Spent a lot of time playing around with the silly can, and I've got to do a little bit of fixing over here still because it broke on me doing a couple things. But we now have all of our hallways repeated, cleaned up, ready to go. The main hallways have a nice little floor. The secondary hallways, of course, look kind of just like this, and we seem to be working fine, and went ahead and made a few more dash doors and a couple of things. I've also been automating some more of the stuff that we've needed to automate for a while, so we do now have some semblance of an automation for oak trees. I did oak because of the fact that they're, going to grow at a specific height generally all the time, and they're going to produce a decent amount of leaves in the top area section, as well as they're going to, be reasonably decent on recovering their saplings. So I went ahead and added a bunch of deployers across the top of this, and as we can see, they're kind of just chopping through things. Those deployers are currently holding shears, and I may do another row just to kind of gather up the complete section of the top. But the reason why we did what we did is because an oak tree will only grow to be a specific height. It'll almost always be within 2 or 3 blocks of the ceiling. Unlike these spruce trees, where sometimes those spruce will go clear to the ceiling, and sometimes other things will grow even taller than that. So I'm trying to collect a decent amount of these things just so that we can continue to make our biofuel, and that is some of the reason why we've done that. And I've done a little bit of, well, automations as far as those are concerned, and I've got a new little room down here full of little things. We're going to have a kind of a control center in here, just that we can kind of see what's going on. So we'll have little redstone links set up with redstone level emitters based off of the ME system, and it's going to be able to control things from right here or wherever in a spare storage if I should ever think I need it at this point. We've been chomping on doing a lot of stuff pretty hard since last episode, so I did again go back and fix all of the ugly that was going on. We have our support roofs or roof supports back in, our back walls are cleaned up, the floors are decent, the ceilings are all kind of put back together. I did finally get it kind of the way I want it. It's a little busy in this area because of all the logs, but hey, I guess as we fill things up, it won't matter. We won't be walking out there anyway. Did some other automations. We'll talk about this in a little bit. Went ahead and since we did a bunch of more cleanup of since now our farms are completely working with the system and talking to Applied Energistics, we're using all the spare excess stuff to make bone meal. I'd love to show you, but it's in there. We can go take a look really quickly. Bone meal. Bone meal, we now have like 3,000 bone meal if we decide we want to start playing around with some things, and pretty much everything except the sugar cane, and I forget what else is going in there as far as was not going in there. Of course, we need to be able to make pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are happening in, again, our farms, and we've got that set up, turned on, ready to go. And I've done a little bit more cleanup once again. This system is now running pretty much solid, and as soon as this gets to 128 buckets, then this whole line will start backing up, which is pretty cool. So we now have a couple of storages or a couple of vaults sitting on top of some chutes to get to some places, but this is the one holding the oak leaves, this is the one holding the pumpkins, and as a pumpkin is grown, it is delivered immediately to this mechanical crafter, crafted into a seed, and or 4 seeds and stuffed into this whole deal. It's working okay. I think we're getting pretty close to where we need to be on that whole mess. And yeah, it's been, I guess, with just kind of cleaning things up and making sure we get things going. So I did a bit of work back there as far as cleaning up this mess, and I went ahead and did a little bit more goofing around out in on the moon. I went and got a whole bunch of basalt, like I don't know, 10,000 basalt blocks, and ran them through these sifters so that we could have a decent number of ender pearls. So we now have something like 400 or 500 ender pearls. So that was pretty cool. That didn't take long, especially with tunnel bore. I just kind of ran it back and forth through one of the basalt deltas that spawn on the moon and took care of the problem. This is continuing to be functioning. It's been kind of slow, mainly because we have not had what I would consider as a decent amount of power. I mean, that thing plus anything else running at the same time, this chews through some power. So today is going to be some of our project. We're going to replace 6 of these, or should say we're going to update 6 of these on this side or the other side. Doesn't really matter. We're going to update 6 of these today with some thermal generator. God, I cannot spell. Thermal generators. These guys right here. Now, thermal generators, they can make 128 E per tick or EU per tick versus these things, I think it's 32. So that'll definitely kick up the power a little bit that we'll be able to mess around with. I am going to say that I want to keep using charcoal mainly because of the fact that those oak trees, I'm going to have way more oak logs than I know what to do with, so I might as well just be burning them and making charcoal out of them and doing other things with them. I mean, for that matter, I could power the applied energistic system with them, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So what I want to do today is, in order to get to a thermal generator, we need to be able to make Invar plates. And to make Invar plates, we need to, where was it? Invar. We need to make an alloy smelter. So we need to work on making this thing right here, which actually shouldn't be that hard, I don't think. We just need to make electric furnaces. So we need how many of these? Alloy smelter. Do the thing you know you need to do. Press, is it this one? That one. Right there. That's what we need. So we need 2 electric furnaces and an iron alloy smelter, which means 4 iron furnaces, I think. Uh-oh. Can I make one more furnace? Or am I going to have to go, oh, ooh. Hang on. Well, I guess gold it is. Lovely. All right, there we go. Final furnace, and let me see. Up here, here, go. And then we do the thing that is next. So 2 of these. 1, 2. And then 1 of those. And this thing actually is something we probably should have looked at earlier on. It's a quicker way of getting I can get that right there. I think this burns fuel, right? Use. Hang on. Use. So I could have done that right there, is what you're telling me. Or I can make... What's the difference? Is it faster? Whatever. Make it. You got it. Make it. Make it. Go. Click. We'll put him down. Nice. Oh, whatever this is going to do. Is this a, okay, it's not good. Don't hit that with that. So we'll put this guy over here with our little other thing that we made last time and didn't use because I didn't think I was to that point. We'll put you down next to the industrial electrolyzer, then you'll have this. So do I have any dash plates? Invar, dash plate, something. This. Does it have to be a dash plate? So it's 2 per thing, and I want to make, where's my number? 6 times 5, I believe, is the number I want. So 30 means I need 30 dash plates. Well, let's go look at the other thing I did. I decided I was tired of looking at the little rock smelter thingies that were here, the other stuff. So I went ahead and built a reasonably sized forge, which actually didn't take nearly as much as I thought it was going to take because we had to go get a whole bunch of the I had to get a whole bunch of magma creams because magma creams, you need magma creams to, where is it? This one right there. Is it this? Magma cream craft. Where is it? This one right here. You know, for every one of those blocks, I believe it's every one of those blocks, you get 2 bricks and a bunch of other stuff. I had to go do a whole bunch of goofing around with that thing, and then I started to realize, well, I started realizing. Then I went and got bored and raided a couple of the tunnel dungeons because really what you need is blaze powder. And in chests, it's just stacks, and in all of the little chests in all of those dungeons are just stacks and stacks and stacks of blaze powder. So no big deal. Had plenty of slimes left over from some of these other deals, and I went ahead and just crafted the walls and the stuff, and I even went ahead and made a little bit of glass just for fun, and if we need it, we've got it. We can do kinds of things. So I want to say dash plate. I need 30 of these. No, give me one more. We're getting a little low on dash. I'm going to have to go back to the moon. I think this works through here, or do I have to do it the other way? I have to do it the other way. Amazing. Give me all of those. You can have them and go to work. And I need to move these guys into the main area. I should say main area. This used to be the workshop, and it's kind of never really been the workshop, so I may just go ahead and move all this stuff into the actual other main floor in there and just do whatever we need to do with it. But there we go. 30 of those and a bunch. I didn't need to do that. Whatever. Just get us a bunch of iron. I think it's like at least that many anyway, and then we'll let this run. I cannot wait to not be doing this. I really should just be running around like I'm supposed to. That's going to take a minute. Let me go grab my... I need to go, again, sit down and make a whole bunch of these things. But let's go ahead and do this real quick, and then we can get this moving. Because the more power we get, the more more fun we can have with these things. Yep, once again, did the math wrong, but so what? Now we've got a bunch of invar. Give me my toys back. Thank you. All right, and then these... use on this needs to be run through a compressor again. Is that the way we're going to get those? Or can I do it this way? No. All right, back to the compressor to compress. What else do we got with these? Use? What else are we going to do with it? Those are mixed metal ingots that I don't actually think we do anything with. I mean, they say advanced alloy, but I don't think there's anything that you're going to use those for. All right, looking things over, we're going to just go ahead and run those through the compressor because that's pretty much the only thing that's going to be needed for, it looks like, and I probably made just enough to make sure we have everything else. How good is an invar tool rod? Is it any good? Yeah, it might be better for, like, stuff. I did have to go rebuild my sword, unfortunately, because we lost it as well. But it is what it is. We're fine now. Go ahead and crank these out, please. The poor little alternator back here. It's about all it can do to run these. And then we'll do all of those. All right, we'll take all of those. Thank you very much. And then we should, I hope, have enough processors left. I have... Nice. Okay, let's go down here, break these, unfortunately, and then we will go ahead and start running some power, I think. I might do something silly and maybe hook the AE system up to this system over here just so that we can quit wasting, well, all of this power. Like, every one of these pumps is that much SU, and there's that much SU running all over the place, and all I would have to do is hook the AE up to that, and then we could go from there. But I think for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and break these guys down and see what we get. So, point. Ah, no. Alright, let's see. I probably should put them down and take the charcoal out of them because they will likely lose it. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Overclock upgrades got new. Alright. Not worried about them having power. Alright, so thermal. These guys, go. You need what? Reinforced glass. That works for me. Thank you. Okay, alright, so that's all 6 of those guys. Beautiful. Now we gotta run pipe. I don't know. I might just. All right, now I gotta figure out how I want to get some lava over here. Let me discuss that with myself, and we'll see what self thinks. Okay, I have a nice pipe mess of crap that I'm going to have to fix later on because of the fact that I'm just going to go ahead and do this way for now, but we may end up going ahead and just hooking that stuff up to that and then just using that system to push it around. But I think for right now, given that it's our power we're talking about, I'd much rather be using, well, mechanical power other than this kind of power to try to push things around. So let's see. Power all the way down. Does it work? We have electricity. Well, we have electricity. Looks like we have lava to here. All right, cool. Now, I have no idea whether or not those pipes, those pumps, are going to be able to keep up with this, but it looks like it's gaining. How lovely. So that should be recharging our storage and should be recharging our batteries over here. These things were probably pretty low because we were only running on these. Nice. And check your charcoal. Make sure charcoal is fine. Charcoal is still good. It should actually start making some here fairly shortly. So good. Once these get caught up. Oh, there we go. We're starting to charge up. That's good. Once they get caught up, that's plenty of enough power to last us a decent amount of time, I think, because we should have, let me see, the insulated cables. Insulated cables are what's running over here. How much does that do per tick? 2,000, and we have 6 of these, right? Wow. Come on, calculator. So yeah, with what's sitting right here, we should be well under that, at least for the moment now. So, yay. Awesome. Cool. And that's technically pretty much free power at this point in time. Once these fill up, once these get set up, once we get ready to go, I may, maybe go ahead and do the same thing over here just so we have plenty of power. But I like to be able to try to maybe use a couple of different styles of power, at least for right now, and that'll help us out. So that means theoretically, once it completes that cycle, I have no idea if that's going to help much, but that probably will start eating power, right? Maybe? Well, it's 7.2 and rising. All right, cool. Good deal, good deal. Awesome. Okay, I got to put some stuff away and clean up a little bit of a mess here, and then we're going to start in on to the next thing that I want to get done today because I'm really tired of doing a specific thing. Okay, for the final thing that I want to play with, since we're at this point, we should be able to do a few things. What did I have that it's been sitting here waiting on me this whole time? I know I did some things. Oh yeah, this, take a couple of those, and we made a little bit of gunpowder, and I have since done all of this. First period grinding items, because of this, few items either be milled or crushed will have their greatest yield from this machine. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it right now because it is not necessarily something we're going to worry about. What I want to finish with today is I'm tired of wandering around back and forth between terminals. So it's time to start working on wireless AE, i.e. that thing right there. So that means we need to make a wireless terminal, which is going to be all of the fun things. You want a dense energy cell, so we need 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this, go, and then you want me to make a shimmer pearl, so there's that, and I think we need a couple of these. Let's make like that many. And then we need a wireless crafting terminal, wireless receiver. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to make a bunch of those as we go. Wireless crafting terminal, once again, one of these. Can I make? I can make outside of the crafting table. And nope, nope, you're not done yet. You got to do this. There you go. And then we can do that. Nice. And then we need to make the wireless access points, which are going to be something like so. So whatever we have left of these. 6 of those, nice. And you want me to make a bunch of cable. We'll do this. And this. Nice. So these things are going to have a limited range, and unfortunately, in order to be able to make them better, we're going to have to do this kind of stuff. That's kind of the reason why I was looking at ender pearls and various things. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to, since we have a lot of distance between here and there, we're just going to plop down a one of these every so often and get ready to go. So I think the last thing I need is a security thing. Security. Ooh. Crap. 1 second. Alright, ME chest, and then you want a 16K, which is going to be 3 4Ks. Alright, and then a 16K, go. Then we need a security terminal plugged into the system, which we'll just put this over here, I suppose, with the rest of this stuff. Sure, you can go there. Should be now linked. Amazing. And then where is my charger? Should have a charger laying around. Guess we'll put you right here. I have other ways of doing this, so we'll put you right there. You go in there, and as soon as that gets filled up, charging. Maybe it's faster to go over here. Let's go see. I know there's various ways of charging this thing. Let's go see if this one's any faster. I think this will charge it, right? There we go. While that's doing that, I'm going to start with, say, one right here. And then maybe one right there. Actually, what we should do, there's an awful lot of stuff on this one that I don't want, and I really, really wish that stuff would quit getting thrown everywhere. There's not a lot on this. You can go right there, and then we'll come over here, probably about right there, and then I'll run one all the way down here. Probably still going to have to put another one somewhere in the middle, but that's fine. You can go right there, and then there's going to be 1 or 2 down in the farms that we'll have set up. Let's go see if that works, because if that's nice, then that means my life is going to get a heck of a lot easier to play around. Now, as far as I know, these are going to be... You charged? No? How are you out of range? Okay, that's what I was afraid of, is whether or not they were going to be that poor. So what is the range on these? 16 meters. Right, so we're going to have to make a bunch of stuff to make that work, or I have to make a bunch of these to make that work. So let me think here. Sure, what are the upgrades? So we need range up booster cards. Those are going to be ender pearl dust, which we can make there. And, you know, luckily enough, I happened to think about doing a whole bunch of this. So go to work. Matter of fact, do 2 stacks of those. Alright, we'll start with that. So, how many can you hold? All 30. Woo, we'll not do that. Let's do 4 in you. That'll get us 24 meters here. So that's not a whole lot. That's like a chunk and a half. What am I doing? Okay, let's try 12, and then we'll do... I may just have to do a bunch of this all over the place. Since I'm pretty much always right here somewhere, you can have that 12. Nice. Of those. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll come over here, do the same thing. That might have some overlap. That's fine with me. Cool, and then we'll come down here. Check on it. Yep, right in there is where we ran out of it. That's okay. Put you in. I'm going to do that many right there, so that way we should be able to pretty much... How am I out of range? Am I out of power? Oh, maybe that's a bad spot for it. I don't know. Let's come over here then. What do you mean you're out of range? Tell me you're using that one over there and not this one. Whatever. Anyhow, we'll figure this all out as we go. I have other things I need to do as far as this goes. I'm going to have to plug that thing in and let it charge for a while. Any type of thing. What is this? Charge OMAT. That requires technology we do not currently have, so that means either the applied energistics charger or this thing. So maybe I go grab this charger and hook it up right over here next to our power switch system down here, and we play with it from there. Give me you. Thank you. You can have this back. Doesn't really matter. And we'll go down here, plug that in, and call it. I guess that will do for now, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in the next one. I think we're going to try to continue on further with a little bit more of the Piglin Peculiarity chapter, which is going to be doing a little bit more of this kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll try to get through into this, get us our military-grade space gear, and possibly be looking at trying to build a rocket in the next episode or two. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.